We haven't heard anything from you, Montez. Can we get a little from you, sir? We did practice,
I did Team
We
Quest
did
too.
practice.
I graduated Team Quest in October of 2015, and I've been filling out applications online too, but it seems like I don't know. I know I'm doing it right. It just I'm not getting no calls there. And then I filled out this application for Michigan Waterworks, and I went down to my building to see what they would see if they were gonna hire me, and they called me back and told me to come in on the next day. I thought I was gonna start working the next day, but we came in, we had to do tests, a lot of tests that wasn't even concerning the job, like SATs, like stuff like that. We did a whole bunch of tests and filled out more applications. And then the lady that was helping us, we filled out it's a site online, this iWork Zone. I filled out one of those. She made everybody fill out one of those. So employers that's trying to hire, like all employers can see our application, but I don't know what happened. Got no calls back yet. I don't even know what's the problem. I don't know.
And so how does that
I don't think it's that many job opportunities open anyway. It's hard to get a job when you're 16 or even in Flint. I mean,
and how does that make you feel?
not good.
And so how do you channel that? Again, how do you channel that? One thing that we wanted to stay away from, guys, so you guys know this off the top, we really didn't want to delve into crime and misery and all that kind of stuff. We wanted to be an honor to God again, not to dismiss the reality of our existence, but we want to really let the children really speak of what they are feeling and experiencing as far as a sense of hope and a sense of purpose and a sense of destiny. And I'm prayerful and honored that these young men are coming off again, wanting to work, wanting to apply themselves, and that's why I'm asking Montez as far as how are you channeling that energy when you become disappointed or despondent, because a lot of times our young people take that disappointment and it can be some real catastrophic things taking place in our community from that disappointment. So what are some things that you're involved in to help to channel that in a positive manner? And that goes for the rest of you young men. What are some things that you guys are doing? Okay, share a little bit of the volunteer that you guys have done, the last 2 months.
I volunteered at Second Chance. I think it was Second Chance Church, and I volunteered at my this other church, New Life Center. It's on Stockdale. We passed out food boxes to like people, not just homeless people, but people that didn't have food, and we volunteer helping people with yard work, and that's about it.
And what does volunteering do for you? How does that make you
Make me feel good, actually, because I like to work, and it's just
feel? Good, right? Dorian, can you share a little bit about volunteering, things you've done?
Helping people with their yards. I volunteered at the soup kitchen. We was packing food boxes. We was packing the food boxes and putting lunch in. We did I think 300 of them, but every box, I think it was we were trying to get up to 1,000 of them, and we got close to 300. So they said we did good, because usually mostly all the Team Quest people got to 100 or 250 or something like that. And so And then we seen our own boxes getting passed out to like at churches, like when they do food giveaway and junk. I seen one of the boxes that we did, and they gave it out to the people so they could eat while they took out their food. And so that's all I did for volunteer.
And how does that make you? How did that make you feel?
Well, when I did all that, first I felt mad because we wasn't getting paid, but I got over it because it's in life you don't always gotta get paid to do stuff for people. It's hard. Like if you help other people out, it'd be more blessing coming to you. So I don't worry about it no much. So every time somebody say, "Can you come do this for me?" Sometimes I might get mad because I'll be wanting to sit at home and just do nothing. But I'll be glad to get out the house because I'm a helpful person. That's all I do. Just help.
Right.
I really didn't like volunteering at first because I like money. And then I started liking it because I started seeing smiles on people's faces after I get out with the work. And then sometimes they'll me a tip. And I started liking it.
Share a little bit again with the audience about if you had the power, what are some things that you would like to see different in Flint, Michigan, in your school, in your home, specifically in your home, in your community, and in your school? If you had the power, what are some things that you young men would like to see different or would like to see change happen? And again, change does start with just a few people believing that change is possible. So what are some things that you guys would like to see different in this community that you live in your homes, and in your school system? If you had the power to change something right now, what would you change?
Water.
That's the first.
We talked earlier about them in open-ended question. I need you to elaborate a little more.
Water because you can't like use water. Well, I don't use water to bathe in. Like we use bottled water. And I know, but yeah, we use bottled water like to cook with, bathe, brush our teeth, all that.
Now, how many in your family?
It's 6.
There's 600 people in your family.
No,
Wow.
no, 6.
And your dad is raising everybody?
Mr. Rock,
Yep.
I got a question.
Okay.
Do the water filters work on hot water?
No.
So how do the shower filters work?
Shower.
I heard they had shower filters.
I don't know about the shower. I don't know.
So why is the filters even on the thing if we can't drink out of it?
I'm not a scientist.
I heard the ones that work, like the silver ones.
Okay, well, I can't answer that. I don't know. But we'll table that for a minute. So your dad is a single dad, raises
No.
6. Oh, okay.
My mom was at work.
Mom's at work.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay. Chicken now. All right then. And so 6,000 of you people, and you say,
Six.
okay, 6 of you
Just
people.
6.
And you say you guys are learning how to be creative with bottled water.
Yep.
And that experience have taught you what? What have that experience taught you about sharing and helping your brothers and sisters and working as a team and a family? Because that's what a community is too. Community is just like a family. It's a team once we come together. So what has that experience been like in your family immediately with the water crisis?
I think.
Have you guys become closer?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's good. Dr. Moran?
I think me and my mom, we kind of stressed out about it. Cause our showers, I feel like my shower feels weird. Feeling like lead is running down my back. This is weird. I don't like it.
Jordan, how has your experience been with the water crisis? How have you managed to deal with it? And your family? Matter of fact, how many in your family?
7 of us.
7?
Wait, 8 of 9 of us.
Okay, you missed 2 people.
Yeah.
Okay. Good thing. Found them. Go ahead.
Well, see, I don't want to, but I ain't got no choice because I don't like taking a bath and like with bottle of water and stuff like that. That don't feel right. So I just get in the shower and take a shower and then rinse off with a jug of water and stuff like that. And so we've been doing that a lot and it's doing good. And then my auntie, it's a new thing where you got the shower thing over you, like the shower thing over you. It's like a jug that you got on, and then you got a long string, and then you got a shower, something you pump it with your feet, something like that. And I don't know when she gonna get them out, but she got some of them now. And what you guys doing?
I was asking about your experience with the water.
Oh, and then
How has your family handled it?
we handle pretty good. We go out each and every day, go get cases of water. Like right now, I got like the old room I was in. We got that whole room is filled. We got half the basement filled and stuff like that. So, because they said we might be going on with it for 2 years, and so we got make sure we have enough water.
You still put it on something?
Okay, so we all know and we live in Flint to some degree and understand. My earlier question was, if you guys had the power to change, let's put water on the table now. What about some other things in your community? If you had the power to change, what would you make better or different in Flint, Michigan?
The roads, the buildings, the highways, the schools, the people that works, the stores, the liquor stores, people playing loud music, the police officers, there's construction workers. I think that's about it.
Ron, if you had the power, what would you change in Flint, Michigan to make it better?
You went over all the things.
And then Bluebell Beach, they keep making us swim in there. I would change that too.
Okay. And what would you change? How would you?
Tell everybody they can swim.
Okay. All right. Montez, if you had the power, what would you change in this city and the infrastructure? What would you do differently if you had the power to change some things in your community, in your schools, employment opportunities? What are some things that you would really do to impact this community? Roads? Okay,
I think we need like more open programs for kids, like on the north side.
And what do you mean by, okay, elaborate on that. What do you mean by more open
North side,
program on the
East
north
side,
side?
east side, north side. More open programs.
Like what? What kind of programs?
Like programs that start early in the morning and they have like something like the Boys and Girls Club, but more
Yeah.
like around the city.
or something like this.
Like, and they have buses to pick them up during the summer. It's like school.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Interesting. What did you say, Monte?
I was agreeing with him
Oh,
because at Alabama, like I went to visit there because I got cousins down there. I went to visit there, like it was something to do down there every day. Like it was, like they get to go. It's this big old battleship. Like you get to go in the battleship that they use for. No, Mobile. You get to go in this big battleship that they use, and I think it was War or Ireland, something like that. And like it's free food, and you can get to like go anywhere in a boat. Like it's a real big battleship, and it is. And it was something else. The Mighty Draw. Mighty Draw.
Mardi Gras?
Mighty.
Oh, okay. My bad.
That, you don't got no.
Okay, so you would bring Mardi Gras or Carnival to Flint, Michigan?
And
I'm with that. Sign me up.
and see,
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
we need to bring some more water parks in here, like Cedar Point.
No water parks.
Yeah, Cedar Point's,
No water parks.
And you guys know you guys are speaking for young people because that's why y'all here. Y'all are sharing to the community the hopes and aspirations of young people. And that's some good energy. What else? Water parks and what else?
We don't need water parks.
Yes,
We don't need
Oh, we don't need water parks?
because why would everybody want to drive out to Lake Fitton just to swim and then drive all the way back? That's just wasting gas. And then they need to bring down the gas. Yeah, the gas prices every day it goes up, and then next thing you know it's at $1.50. It just needs to stay at one price.
So it's amazing when you just heard a young person, and it's good when they are conscious of gas prices because a lot of times you don't even think they are. And then you think that our children are more conscious about shoe fashion or clothes fashion as opposed to politics or education. So I'm really glad to hear that.
Because like everybody in my school, they got on rocks, shoes, and stuff.
Who kind of shoes?
Rocks and shoes like pants.
What is?
Yeah, you know the pants. That
A lot of us don't know what that is. Anybody know what rock shoes are? I
Ain't nobody.
They like $200 pants.
Right, they be spending money
don't.
on that.
$200 pants.
$100 pants. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Teenage?
yeah.
They wasted.
Like the one Montez be having on all the time.
No.
The crosses look
They
like.
don't make no clothes cost $200.
Yes, they
Yes, they do. For one pair of pants. And then it's that right Bible store that be next
Let's
door.
get back on. We getting off topic.
Farmer
I'm
meals.
sorry. So, but when we think about fashion and identity, so that is a real serious force with you young people as far as your identity is kind of coupled with fashion and wanting to be what accepted or wanting to be what?
We need to be more recognized in our education. Like, because sometimes when we go home, we don't get recognized for our good grades and stuff.
No, good job.
Now, when you say, let the audience hear that because that's very important. That was really good. Really good. I like that.
Like when you get good grades, I think you should be more recognized that you're really taking your time out and doing what you're supposed to do in school instead of moving on.
I like that. And again, that's back to hearing it from children or young people as far as valuing their achievement, because most often when you deal with children and love, it's spelled T-I-M-E. So again, if you could go a little bit further, Montez, as far as what we were talking about before we open it up to the audience to ask you guys some questions. Again, where do you guys see yourself 3 months, 6 months, and a year from now?
I'll go first. In 3 months, I'll be sleeping in the bed. In 6 months, I'll be in school. In a year, focusing on my schoolwork for the 12th grade year, so I can graduate and get on with my life and go finish on and get a job and start my own family and teach my kids that what my people taught me, like my mentors and everybody, like y'all, what y'all taught us in life.
Interesting. Dr. Laurent?
Definitely.
Dr. Laurent? Yeah, kids? I'm scared of that.
But y'all saying a year, so a year could be like, I can have that.
We don't want you having no children.
In a year, you can't do
I don't care.
We'll be back to around this time. We probably be back in this place around
You
this
said
time.
2 months from now?
3 months, 6 months, and 1 year.
I know I should.
3 months from now, we getting ready to go back to school. I think it's 3 months.
Yeah.
We getting ready to go back to school.
How much is
6 months, halfway through school. A year from now, going to 11th grade.
Yeah. All in.
He said,
No, I need you to articulate it, sir.
3 months from now, trying to get my math score up on the SAT.
Great.
And 6 months from now, I probably took the test already, and probably improved.
Okay.
In a year, I go to the 10th grade. The test.